Hello and welcome to the Library Show. I'm Mike Kletzley, and this month Holly and I will be joined by our juvenile librarian, Melissa Redenbaugh, to discuss two great upcoming programs for 2020. We will also be looking at the Home Improvement Reference Center database. Up first, I have Marissa Redenbaugh here in the studio with me to discuss some amazing programming for parents and toddlers. Welcome to the show, Marissa.
Thank you.
Marissa, would you tell us a little bit about what you do at the Lebanon Library?
Yes, so I am the Juvenile Services Librarian. So what that means is I take care of the collection development for any age from 0 to 18 years old. So it includes young adults, toddlers, and anywhere in between. And then I also take care of developing the summer reading program.
Wow, those are two big jobs.
Yeah.
Popular ones too. What's the name of the new class you'll be leading?
The new class is called Parent Time, and it'll be once a month throughout the entire year of 2020.
Wow, that's neat. Now, I understand Parent Time is linked to the toddler skill building course?
It is.
Are they at the same time?
They are. They're at the same time in the juvenile part of the library, and they'll be sort of coinciding. So I'll be walking around and talking to the parents about a certain subject every single month while their kids have the ability to do a skill building class.
Good use of time. Do you want to share some of the topics you might be discussing with the parents?
Sure. So in January, we had what to do with your toddlers when it's cold outside. And in February, we're going to be sort of doing a self-care, self-love sort of thing in conjunction with Valentine's Day. Later on in the year, we'll be doing a couple about getting back into a routine with even how with toddlers who don't go to school, how that routine is important for them. And we'll also be doing some traveling tips for traveling with toddlers, some organization for toys, things like that.
Nice, good topics. Timely too.
Yes.
Now those are good topics, but I understand they don't come without experience because you have some experience with toddlers yourself.
Yes, so I have twin boys who are 2 years old.
Nice, and so you've got some real experiences to draw from.
Yeah, that's actually how I came up with a lot of the topics, were things that I needed more information about, or that I struggled with, or things that I used to struggle with and I found ways to get over those hurdles.
Good. Well, you'll benefit others with that information. So we'll be learning from your boys as well. That's great, but please remind me when and where these classes will be.
So they will be upstairs in the juvenile section right across from the circulation desk.
Okay.
And they will be on the second Monday of every month right after toddler time, so at 11 o'clock in the morning.
And how do parents sign up?
They don't have to sign up, so they can just pop in and stop by. If they came unexpectedly and saw that we were over there, they can just stop by.
That's nice. Well, these classes will be really beneficial for both parents and toddlers. Thanks for being with us today.
Of course.
And Marissa, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be back later in the show to talk with Holly?
Yes.
Okay, great. Up next, Holly and I will show the Home Improvement Reference Center database.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite. Unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. One book can be the most lovely. Helps to change a life.
People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it. My support team never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew who I could become as a person. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hi, and welcome back to the Library Show. I'm Holly Browning, and I'm joined now by my co-host Mike Kletzley, who's going to show us another one of the library's great databases that we have. Which one are we going to be looking at this time, Mike?
Hey, Holly, we're going to look at the Home Improvement Reference Center database.
Home Improvement Reference Center database. That's
Mouthful.
a lot. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What is it? What is it about?
Well, it's got a lot of good information for those who want to remodel
Okay.
or improve or just clean their homes for springtime.
All right. All right. Well, let's. Are you going to check that out?
I think so.
All right.
We've got our website pulled up here. So once you get to the Lebanon Public Library's website, you would go to the Online Resources tab. And then since it's Home Improvement, we're going to go to the H's. And then from there, we would scroll down to the Home Improvement Reference Center right there. We'll click on Use This Resource. Might have to put in your card number or select your library.
Okay. It's pretty much the same as the other databases, correct?
It is.
Okay.
Yep, it's just one of those same ones. So once you get to the website itself, you'll notice it has kind of framed icons. It's kind of cool. It's got A to Z topics. So if you click on that, it really lays out a really good collection of different
Wow,
subjects.
yeah.
So it has everything you might want to know, from wainscoting all the way to automatic water shutoff, wallpaper, yard and garden carts, all kinds of things. So that would be the A to Z topic part. If you wanted some other resources, you can always go back to the original page by hitting the hammer up in the top left.
The hammer in the left, okay.
Yep, and then it has decorating tips.
Ooh,
It
that's
also has
nice. I like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of neat because this time of year people are looking at some of that.
Right.
So these are different things that you could learn information about. And then again, we go to the hammer to go back. And then it has electrical and maintenance. It's got outdoor and plumbing. Also has remodeling and woodworking. So those are the basic topics that it has. And then if you're interested, it does have some how-to videos. And those would be based on the subjects as well, but they would show you graphically how to do some of these things.
Oh,
But-
that's nice for the visual learner.
Exactly,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
A lot of people are intimidated until they see it done.
Right, right. So let's say what about spring cleaning? Because that's, that's coming up and everybody wants to do that, so.
Well, let's type that in the search box, which you can see is up near the hammer.
Okay.
And it has essentials. It has some tips on spring cleaning itself.
Ooh, that's nice.
Has some indexes.
Okay.
And then it has some books that they pull chapters from. So it's got maintenance needs, it's got spring fling, sorting out, different chapters from other books that they've pulled. So it's really a good resource. And you can see it's not even done. I mean, there's all kinds of pages
wow.
you could go to.
Yeah.
So it is kind of neat for this time of year as people start to plan.
Right, right.
And then if that isn't usable, if you need to know conversions, you can hit this and it will give you some of the different conversions from metric to imperial.
Oh, that's really helpful because I would definitely need that.
I would too. I
Yes.
would too. Thermometers, all kinds of
Ooh,
conversions.
temperatures.
Mhm.
Wow, nails. That's amazing.
Lumber dimensions, all kinds of things. Saw blades, everything that you might want to know about if you're kind of knee deep in a tool or something.
Right.
So again, we're going to go back to the hammer,
Uh-huh.
which brings us to the center part. Well, I think we need to go back to here. Let's pull it up one more time. Sometimes it gets caught on that conversion piece.
Okay, yeah.
So then it has a glossary of terms,
Mm-hmm.
if you find something you don't know what the meaning is. Homeowner's journal, working with contractors, which is
That's
always
nice.
helpful. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're not sure sometimes hiring somebody or.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it does have a project spotlight. So this time of year, in February, it's going to tell us about frozen pipes and how to prevent them. So that makes
Oh,
sense. But as we
yes.
get warmer, it's going to tell
Right.
us more spring type things.
Spring type things, right.
Yep.
What at the top there I see a folder. What is that?
This folder enables you to store some of the things that you have learned about in one place. So you
Okay.
can it's kind of like putting in folder what you've pulled from the website and then have it in one spot.
Right. Okay. So it's kind of like even like a Pinterest thing where you can pull the different articles that you want, put them together,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then start on your project. That's
Exactly.
great.
Yeah, it's a neat website. So,
Okay.
and again, it's free if you log on to our library's database
Right.
sites.
Just on our online resources,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a great source for the spring honey-do list that you have. Definitely.
Yep. Yep.
Well, thanks for showing that to us, Mike.
Well, thank you, Holly.
All right. Up next, I have a special guest that will be talking about a new program that we have at the Lebanon Public Library.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Your hometown source, the Lebanon Channel, is now on YouTube.
I know how fortunate I am.
Just search City of Lebanon, Ohio to connect with everything that's happening right here.
And that's going to be an exciting part about this walking tour.
Subscribe to receive exclusive local content available only on the Lebanon Channel.
Wow, Neil Armstrong's coming to my launch. I was so excited about that.
That's the City of Lebanon, Ohio, now on YouTube.
That's what makes this Lebanon, Ohio a great place to live.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm excited to be introducing, with my special guest, something new we have for adults at the Lebanon Public Library. But first, I'd like to reintroduce my guest who was with us early in the show, Marissa Redenbaugh, who is our juvenile librarian. Thank you again for being on our show.
No problem.
And Marissa and I have been working on a challenge, a year-long a year-long reading challenge for adults this year at the Lebanon Public Library. And we've actually turned it into a bit of a challenge. Would you like to tell us about that?
Sure. So each year as we develop the summer reading program for the kids, we often have adults asking, is there a program for us? Can we do this program? Can we participate? Can we get prizes? Those sorts of things.
Right.
And last year we did allow the adults to participate for the first time, but it was just for the summer, and it was for a small prize at the end. So this year we thought about maybe trying something a little bit more involved for the adults. So it's a year-long reading challenge, like you said, and it's 20 books in 2020.
20 books in 2020. I like that. So it's, like you said, it's a bit similar to the kids' summer reading program, except it's all year, and we're going to do fun raffles, right?
Yes.
So we're going to do quarterly raffles with a grand prize drawing in December. So that will be awesome. And then the dates for the quarterly raffle, we will let people know in advance. So for the quarterly raffles, how many books do they have to have completed?
So a quarter of the total, which is 5.
5.
So so 5 and then 10 and then 15, and then at the end you need to complete all 20 by the specified date in order to be qualified for the grand prize.
For the grand prize, okay. And then how do they keep track of the books?
So this is actually really fun. So we all have in our minds when we read books, how do we keep track of them? Did I read this one? I can't remember. Right. So we're actually going to be providing each participant, each adult who signs up for the program, a little reading booklet, their own reading log.
Okay.
They can write down which books they read, the titles, the authors, the date that they checked them out, those sorts of things, and then they can hold that with them. And then in the very back, they'll have like a little to-read list where if they see something that they want to read, they can put like a little list at the back.
Oh, that's nice. So they will be keeping track of the books. They don't turn them into us. They keep them.
Right. And then for the quarterly prize drawings, they can turn them or show them to circulation, and circulation will stamp them to indicate that, yes, they really did read 5.
And then they can enter into, they get a ticket to enter into the drawing. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'm excited. Okay, so then with the booklet, are we going to have, I think we're going to have the rules and, everything in fine print in the booklet as well so they can see.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So it'll probably have also the dates and the grand prize drawing date in as well. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we are shooting to start February 1st. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so February 1st for the 20 for 20 challenge, 20 for 2020 challenge. Okay, so I think it's a great incentive to challenge yourself to read more this year. Obviously with adults, it's such a time struggle. I mean, that's the biggest thing, I think, with trying to find the time to sit down and read. But I think it's important to make new goals for yourself and to push yourself to, maybe go farther than you did last year. Instead of reading 15, let's read 20 this year. And of course, with adults, we don't have to explain the importance of adult literacy, do we? No. So I'm definitely ready to win some raffles. So the February 1st, if you'd like to join us, you just check into the circulation desk and they will give you a booklet and you can start logging in and they'll have the dates in for the deadlines. Marissa, thank you again for being on the show to tell us about this awesome challenge coming up. I really appreciate it. All right, coming up next, I'll be back with the library's event calendar for February of 2020. Welcome back. Here are some of the events of the Lebanon Public Library for February of 2020. Remember, you can sign up at lebanonlibrary.org under the Events tab or give us a call at 932-BOOK and we will sign you up. On Saturday, February 1st, we have the mock ACT test at 9:30 a.m. and Family Trivia Game Day at 2 p.m. On Monday, February 3rd, we have toddler skill building at 11 a.m. and kindergarten readiness at 2 p.m. Also, peer voices at 5:30 p.m. On Tuesday, February 4th, we have design lab at 5:30 p.m. On Wednesday, February 5th, we have play to learn at 10:30 a.m. and Mighty Makers at 4 p.m. On Thursday, February 6th, we have science club at 6 p.m. Saturday, February the 8th, we have our family Valentine's Day party at 1 p.m. Monday, February 10th, homework club at 4 p.m. and button making at Valentine's Day, 6 p.m. On Tuesday, February the 11th, we have teen craft hour at 6 p.m. Wednesday, February the 12th, toddler time at 10:30 a.m. and the ACT English portion 3:30 p.m. Thursday, February the 13th, we have 3D Thursday at 3:30 p.m. and also homework club at 4 p.m. Friday, February the 14th, we have homeschool game day at 10 a.m. and the mini teen lock-in at 5 p.m. Monday, February the 17th is homework club at 4 p.m. Tuesday, February the 18th, we have homeschool enrichment at 1 p.m. and rocketry club at 6:45 p.m. Wednesday, February the 19th is the ACT math portion at 3:30 p.m. and sewing basics series that starts at 4 p.m. Thursday, February the 20th is the craft class Dream Catchers at 6 p.m. Saturday, February the 22nd is family board game day at 1 p.m. Monday, February the 24th, we have toddler time at 10:30 a.m. and stories and crafts at 1 p.m. and then again at 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, February the 25th, we have our cookbook club at 6 p.m. Wednesday, February the 26th is the ACT reading portion at 3:30 p.m. And Thursday, we have baby time at 10:30 a.m., stories and crafts at 1 p.m., and Beyond the Book Club at 6:30 p.m. And that is our events for the Lebanon Public Library for February 2020. And thank you for joining us this month, and we'll see you again next month.